It's just you and me. How are you doing? Hi guys. Hello. It's been such a long time since I've done a live stream. First one of the year. How are we doing? Hello, Edward, Rogier, good 1A. Vision. Air John, bro, hi. Hello. How are we doing? I'm nervous. I mean, I'm not nervous to be here, to be the live stream, but the chat always makes me nervous. One time we did a live stream and it just got on the wrong side of the internet, so the comments just got so terrible. So I'm always just like, algorithm, keep us hidden. I'm doing alright. Philip, yeah, man, thank you for coming. Hi Lucas, hi Lucy, screams into the void. I love that name. Hi. I'm doing alright. I'm still recovering from all the migraines, and today we're just gonna see how long this goes well. As long as I feel good, but it wasn't my best day that I've had so far. But that's okay, it's kind of a process of getting out of this. Sick right now, I hate the cold. It's been going on for long enough, hasn't it? I have to say, I completely missed all the weather of the last 2 months. It snowed multiple times here. I didn't get to see it. So now, when it did snow a couple days ago here, I was like, oh, finally. And everyone around me was like, no, we're done. But it's okay. Hello, love the glasses. Thank you, Edward. Happy to see you guys. Do we want a specific trigger? You can send in your requests, or are we just going to yap? Because I love yapping and answering questions. My Lord of the Rings crew neck from Etsy. I got it, and I'm so happy with it. It says Fangorn Forest National Park, home of the Ents. Where are my Lord of the Rings fans at? Can we talk about it? Wood tapping if you can. The first quarter of the year is for hibernating. Exactly. I'm gonna yap it up. Okay, wood tapping. If any wooden items here, let me think. I don't know if this is gonna make. I've got some Palo Santo. That is wood tapping. It's the only wood that I could find. Actually, let us just set a vibe. I'm going to get this unit of a blighter. It's so aggressive for no reason. It's gonna be loud, wait. Alright, and then before I get back to the chat, we're just gonna do a little cleanse, okay? I love the scent of this. Ooh. I'm going to just cleanse you real quick. Release all the stress from the day. Okay, you don't need it. Let go of all the negative energy. Whoever has been bothering you today, I'm gonna let go. Yeah, it was a military grade lighter. I'm gonna read the comments in a little bit. The chat. Put the candle here. I'm gonna cleanse my hands. Okay. And so while I slowly set my room on fire, we're just gonna hang out. Okay, I'm gonna read the comments. Okay, the wood tapping. Oh yeah, sorry. Damn it. I'm really trying to be put together, but okay, the wood tapping. Did you watch the winter? I think you mean Winter Olympics, and we have been watching. I out for a week. It lowers your blood pressure. But I already have really low blood pressure, and they just kept saying that I had to start doing that. I didn't. Okay, here's the thing. I feel like I haven't tried all the avenues that I want to take yet before choosing preventative medication, because it's a thing that you take for life, and I want to make a well-informed decision. And while I had my status migraine, every neurologist only kept talking about the preventative medication, and it was very frustrating because I was like, I need this to end and then I can think about what's next. And they were like, you need to start this. And they didn't give me any options for what I could start. They just gave me one certain option in a low dosage, but no one even checked my blood pressure before prescribing it to me. And then she prescribed it to me on the phone, and after multiple phone calls, I said, okay, I'll try it. It didn't feel good to me. Like, in my gut, I knew it didn't feel good to try it. I did it for a week, and I felt really fainty. I took it in the evening so that I wouldn't have to deal with it during the day, but it wasn't for me. And I was just really disappointed that she, first of all, didn't even tell me what the medication would do. I found out later that it just lowers your blood pressure. And then they didn't take my blood pressure to begin with, so they didn't even know that it was very low to start with. And she didn't even make a follow-up appointment to see how I was doing after that, even though that she knew. And every neurologist that I've talked to in the hospital knows that it freaked me out. And so I got a referral to a specialist, a second opinion, and I'm going to go to a migraine clinic in Amsterdam because I'm sick of this hospital. And that was me sharing way too much on that. And now I'm going to read the rest. I'm sorry, I can't do the wood tapping with that type of wood, but I'll find something. The imprint of Fangor Forest looks amazing. I can barely. Yeah, I can also not find very good merch, but Etsy is a great place to go. I got it from Impala Hoodie. Did you watch the Winter Olympics? Yes, I am so cleansed and free from all the things happening in the world. Thank God. I'm happy for you. Greetings from New Zealand. Greetings from the Netherlands. Do you know chillaxing ASMR? I don't. That sounds like a really good name. Chillaxing. I remember using that word when I was younger. Figure skating competitions were good, especially the women in the team events. Nice. I haven't watched a lot of figure skating. We've just been watching ice skating a lot because the Netherlands were pretty good. As if I did anything to contribute. We're so good at ice skating. But it's been nice to watch. What is Feverview? Did I scare you guys off with my yapping? I feel like we're quiet in the comments right now. But the current situation with the migraine is that I am trying out the homeopathic path. It's just something that I want to explore right now and commit to a little. And at the same time, going to a specialist and get the medical stuff sorted, because none of the pain medication that the neurologists offer, so the triptana, triptans, they don't work. I've had the oh my god. Thank you so much. What? Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. I've dealt with migraines too, so I hope you improve soon. Thank you. Fingers crossed, and thank you guys for being so supportive in general with all the support around the migraines and sharing your stories. It's been really comforting, and this is great. Thank you. Iconic. I need to go live more often. No, but really, I appreciate it so much. The preventive, the pain medication, all the triptans, I've had rizatriptan, sumatriptan, and an injection. You have to do that yourself every time. None of it just gonna have to see. Okay, I'm gonna talk about fun stuff. Let me tap on something. I have really short, stubby nails right now. Before I got sick, I had this, like, my nails turned a little bit green from gel nails. It's something that can happen if things go a little bit wrong. It had never happened before, but I had 2 nails that started to turn green. And I was so worried about ASMR videos. And then I got sick and you didn't see me, and now it's healed. So, you know, in Dutch we always say elk nadeel heeft zijn voordeel, and that's like, there's a pro to every con. I guess. My nails are better. Don't cry. I might. Or who else is crying? Is everyone quiet right now? Are you just such good listeners, or is the chat just sorry, when you guys go quiet I get insecure. Okay, I'll tap on a journal because that always makes nice sounds. So here is some leather tapping. I really love this sound because it's very subtle and soft. Is anyone here into stationery? Because I would love to talk about stationery. Thank you guys. You are sweet. Working while listening. I just came back from home and had dinner. Sick while listening. Get well soon, Jasmine. I hope that you recover smoothly and as quickly as your body will allow you to. Thank you, Philip. Okay, this is all the confirmation that I needed. How do you say that? Let's go. Someone said Muji products. Give me a second, okay? Give me a second. This is for Muji, I think. This is a weekly planner that I got and that I stickered. So I've got some flowers here and a world map and some mushrooms and some gold. And I got a butterfly, and this is the Emperor, I think it is. Yeah, the Emperor is like a tarot card of, you know, structure, overview, etc. I thought it would be fun to add to a calendar, like an agenda. This is a letter paper, another flower, and then this is the 3 of Cups, I think. Yes, it's all in reverse for me. 3 of Cups is like joyous memories, collaboration, etc. Harmony, and I thought this was fun because I'm also putting fun events. Sorry, I made a noise. My stomach made a noise. Fun events in there, and then a butterfly, and then a mushroom. Thank you so much, JXLES01. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Thank you so much. And every little bit, you guys don't have to do this. It's very sweet. Thank you. Every little bit helps. Definitely agree. Mushrooms and more butterflies. I like the botanical vibes, but this is a weekly planner. Looks like this on the inside. And here it has the grid. I'm never the biggest fan of a grid, but it's fine here. It's very, like, it's doable. And then the weekly overview. And then I put sticky tabs here for all the months. I don't know if you can really see. I color coded it, kind of, like, as you can see, so I can just find the months easy. And this is for work stuff and to-do lists, and there's also monthly overviews, and then there's also a birthday page, which I've been updating. So that's really nice. So it's fun that you mentioned Muji because this is my first Muji product and I'm trying it out What are you guys doing? Giving me money. Thank you so much. This is so sweet. I don't really know what to say. I feel a little bit flustered, but thank you so much. I really appreciate your generosity. It's very special to me that you guys are across the world in different places and we get to connect like this. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so this is my first Muji item. Let me know if you have any favorite products from Muji that you love and would recommend. I'm gonna catch up on some comments. Thank you so much, Jace, for your sweet words, and I'm very glad that I can help you relax and sleep. And Philip, I'm gonna look into Feverview. I already drink a lot of chamomile tea to keep calm. I don't know. I hope that also helps. And magnesium. Have you been to Portugal? No, I haven't. I really want to go. I've been thinking about doing a solo trip this year. We were gonna go with family, but it was difficult to plan, and so it didn't happen. But this year it is a goal of mine to kind of work remote for a little bit, and I have been thinking Spain or Portugal. I've been thinking that last year as well, but there are so many places I would love to go, but I'm scared now because of all the migraines, as you may be able to understand. So if I feel confident, I will go. I love your Yoga Nidra ASMR videos. Thank you. I love making them. I'm so excited to get my certificate this year. Okay, Jules. Thank you. I now know your name. I'm gonna remember it. It's actually pretty smart the way you spelled that. I also love Fangorn sweater. It's a cool. Thank you. I love it too. I love Fangorn. If you guys are Lord of the Rings fans, what's your favorite place? Where would you live? What would you be? My cousin told me that I would probably be an elf, and that was like a really big compliment to me. But I don't know what I would want to be. I wouldn't want to be a man. I'm now in Gondor, so it's just a lot of men. I'm like, nah. Fleur gonna splurge on Etsy after this. I already did. I'm done. I didn't know you can get Muji in the Netherlands. Yeah, well, you can't. I mean, you can. They ship to the Netherlands. I didn't know that. I thought it was like a European distribution thing, but I think that they shipped it from Asia to here, and I try not to do that. I mean, this came from the US, but it's like a person who prints these herself, and I'm like, okay, ship it over. Put it on the plane. But with a calendar, I was like, oh, okay. But, I have it now, and I'm happy with it. Thierry says, yo. I love your glasses frame. Thank you. Have you seen the Chinese robots on their New Year show? It's crazy. No, I haven't, and I don't think that I want to. As an American, it's hard not to be jealous of Europeans having a culture of so easily and frequently going to other adjacent countries. It's just too expensive for me to travel out of America right now. I can completely understand that. That would be too expensive, but your country is the size of a continent, so I bet whatever state you live in, you can drive a couple of hours and still be in the same state. Like, I am probably already in a different country because our country is very small. It's like 2 hours across every direction. That's not entirely true, but kind of. Do you have favorite Etsy shops? I don't. I'm very happy that I'm not that far into Etsy yet. Trying to stay away from spending too much. Rivendell, I'm hearing. Yeah, I get that too. But probably for long-term living, I would prefer Rivendell too, because I like to be by the water in some way, and I don't think in Fangorn Forest you're gonna find that. It's all kind of like low-key middle of nowhere, not surrounded by the best places, but anyway. Those Lord of the Rings books really change people. Guys, there was an ASMR Fleur before she started reading Lord of the Rings, and an ASMR Fleur after she started reading Lord of the Rings. And I don't want to go back. Really picking up The Hobbit in October is like the best thing that I did. That whole month, reading that book, watching all the DVDs, renting them from the library, it was such a whole experience. I could not recommend it more. I was kind of contemplating that tonight I could really catch up on my reading, Lord of the Rings, and then I chose to go live with you. That's how much I love you, okay? I want you to remember that. When you send me money. I love that when I don't record live, I can make edits, you know. And this is just live. Okay, chilling with the dwarves in Erebor. I get that. Very understandable. I'm gonna tap on a little box, which I'll talk about in a bit. Hi, it's super exciting to see you here, see you live. I hope you're doing better and looking after yourself. Thank you so much. Butterfly Flutter ASMR. Butterly Flutter. Sorry. Okay. Australia is also so huge. It is. I've only been to 3 places in Australia, and it was all on the same coast. Or like, it's not like the same coast, but it's all on the east side. And it's all kind of like, it's huge, but it's all on the sides. Oh, do you guys hear the sound? That's my neighbor's kid, young little girl on her swing in the backyard, and she really rediscovered that swing, and she's just going at it for hours every night. So that's super exciting. I love that for her though. Happy she's outside. Are you currently reading anything? Yeah, I'm reading The Return of the King from the Lord of the Rings final book, in chapter 2 or 3 right now. Very random question, but do you like Formula One? I do not that much, but I know general things. My dad is a huge fan. My dad is like building scale models of those things. He's really into building, how do you call that? Like scale models of things. Fun fact, if you didn't know, we have a fighter jet simulator in our house, as in full-on cockpit flight simulator that my dad built ever since I was young. But he also has a big passion for cars and Formula One cars and knows so much about it, so I grew up watching it a lot. It's not like figurines, it's more like the controllable ones, but like they can also be bigger. I still need to do Flight Simulator ASMR at some point in my life, but I'm just afraid that's gonna attract a different crowd, you know what I mean? I don't know. Someone asked, Aragorn or Legolas? Aragorn. Aragorn for sure. For sure. Someday I'll show you guys the fighter jet. Okay, so back to the stationary yapping. Today I unboxed this package, and this is from Twispy, which I got from a website in Germany. This is a Japanese, I believe Japanese brand for pens, and especially fountain pens. I got my first fountain pen in years today. So I'm going to yap for quite a while, so buckle up in a relaxed way. This is a Waterman fountain pen that I got when I was 11, probably. I have it on product showcase mode, but it's not doing the focusing thing. It's this fountain pen, and it's been in my drawer for 14 years. I hadn't used it, so I bought a new ink cartridge for it, like a little set, and I started using it again. show you. Okay. So, this is the fountain pen. I'm gonna see if I can write like this. Oh, that's not going well. It's generally, no. Try it out already. Like, I need to get the ink down. Wait a sec. Okay. Wait a sec. Wow. This is such an invigorating story. I know. I don't have any water here. But that's okay. Because I have another example. Okay, I'll circle back to this pen. What the heck? So I'm in my stationary journaling era again, really getting back into it, blah, blah, blah. And so I was rediscovering the fountain pen. And I got this from my uncle for maybe my communion or something. And I got black ink for it because it was blue ink and I'm a black ink girly. So I wrote a note to my uncle because he texted me like, how is it? How's the pen? And sorry about the swing set noise, guys, but I can't. I'm not gonna ask her to stop. I sent him a note with the fountain pen as a review, and it's a bit of a thicker ink, as you can see, at least, or ink, the nib of the pen is a bit more bold than I would prefer for writing, but it was really nice to use it again. And then I was like, you know what, I would love to write in my journal with a fountain pen and have a special pen that is just for my journal. And so I got online and I did research and I got this Twisby fountain pen. And I think that it is really beautiful. It's in the color espresso. The colors are a bit muted right now. It's hard to tell on camera. It's twisty cap. I need to get used to that. So this pen twists open, and then this is the nib, and it's extra fine, and it's refillable. So you can just dip it into the ink and then twist this, and it will fill up with ink. So you don't have to get the plastic refill things. If you remember writing with a fountain pen as a kid, you might remember those ink cartridges. But now, I have this little thing of ink, and it feels very mature and sophisticated and very fun. And unfortunately, it's a plastic bottle. I would have loved a glass bottle. I know that within the, apparently there's a fountain pen community, which I discovered on YouTube. It's so fun when you discover a new little world on YouTube. They have like these beautiful potion looking jars for ink. But I just went with this, and it's a dark brown color ink. And I really love it. And this one writes a lot thinner. You can't really see the color, but you can see the difference in how it writes. And it's beautiful. So I'm a big journaler. I've done it for years, and I've never, looked into what kind of pen. I look at what thickness of paper I like, which is usually around 120 GSM. I know I have one that's 150 because it's a sketchbook kind of, and I use usually these like Micron fine liner pens or the Stettler pens. They're both great. Like, I don't really care about the brand, but I usually have a 0.1 or a 0.05, the really thin ones. And this is kind of similar to that, or an in-between. And it just feels really fancy too, My journal and my pen, like the old one is still in the journal. To have my fountain pen, grab my journal and just write away. Yap about my feelings, gossip about you guys, I really like it. So that's what I've been into. And it's just nice to have a really good writing pen. It's fun. Okay. Do you only have Goodreads, or do you also know Storygraph? I'm not using Goodreads anymore, and I'm also not really using Storygraph. I do know it. I also downloaded Fable, but I've just been keeping track of my reads in my journal and then putting the reviews on YouTube, and that's it. Is Aragorn your favorite character? I actually think that Gandalf is my favorite character, just because he has this really fun. He's very tortured by all the things that he knows and sees and has to do. He's off on errands all the time, but he has a lot of humor. He's very direct and honest and wise, and love that. I also love Sir Ian McKellen, so it's just the whole combination of both his movie character and the book character. I just love him. But Aragorn is the man I need. I got something to get. Have you tried D&D or other RPG tabletop board games? If you like fantasy, that could be so much fun. I haven't. Maybe I should at some point. I came right when I heard the pspsps. Thank you, Lex, for listening. You guys all keep it. Oh my god, hi, I'm so excited to get you live. Hi, thank you for being here. Good pens are underrated. They are, actually. They are. Do you have a fantasy book that you would recommend? I'm looking for a new book to read. Lord of the Rings. Otherwise, I'm not a really big fantasy reader, actually. I like the, what's it called? Holly Black's YA Cruel Prince series. I really liked that because I really liked the world building and the scenery. I thought it was very beautiful. I liked their magic system. And I thought that it was a strong female lead. And yeah, and they are accessible. It's YA, so you will fly through them. What do you look for in a fountain pen? The only fancy ones I've owned are ballpoints. Well, since I now own 2 fountain pens, I am a connoisseur, and I've watched like 5 YouTube videos about it, so let me tell you. I just like a slim nib, like a thin line when I'm writing, because I can write pretty small and I kind of like that. And so if it's a really bold pen, my handwriting gets bigger and bigger, and I don't like that. So a thinner nib, and apparently sizes are different in Asian fountain pens versus European fountain pens. So this one is called extra fine, but it would be a fine in European sizing. I learned that. I learned new things. And I think that what I look for is something that doesn't feel scratchy when I'm writing. If you remember from childhood, the fountain pens, like, they can feel kind of scratchy on the paper, and that could also have to do with the paper, but also the nib and the ink. And then you do have to match up the ink to the fountain pen, because you don't want it to flow out of the pen and you don't want it to get clogged up. So there's a consistency thing you have to keep in mind. So I hope that I bored some people to sleep with that. Eowyn, my beloved. Yeah, I get that. I love her too. Dress of the Emerald Sea, I couldn't really get into. I think just because the humor was a little bit too quirky for me. But I am still interested in the plot of the story. I DNF'd it before I really got to find a lot out, because the writing style just wasn't my thing. But yeah, I do think, like, I've heard a lot of good things about it. So 5 YouTube videos, you're an expert. I am. So yeah, we were talking about Dress of the Emerald Sea. Also, if we're talking stay stationery and writing and whatever else. I mentioned I showed this little portfolio in my book reviews video, and I'm gonna show it here. This is my Paper Republic portfolio with a little charm on it. This is from Luna Girl Jewelry. She made a necklace once that she called the Fleur necklace, and she sent it to me, and it has my birthstone, amethyst, and a flower. A button from my mom's collection that is really beautiful and like shiny. I don't know if you can really tell. And this came from a thrift store. Sorry about that noise. And then this is kind of a on-the-go portfolio. This is where I track my health. So I write down all the medication that I've had and how it's feeling and how much sleep I got and the migraines and did I have my period or not and how did that coincide. And it's nice to just jot it down and to get to read it back. It's also convenient for doctors, etc. But in this pocket, I have a charcoal pencil and then 2 pencils. I'm hoping to use them a lot and then sharpen them down because they are sticking out at the top. And when I put it back on my nightstand, I'm like drawing on the side of my nightstand by accident. It's inconvenient. I have some sticky tabs and then some baking paper sheets, which we'll get to. So this is a plain notebook. And then I have a dot grid notebook, which is kind of a bit of everything. It's notes, thoughts, commonplace type of things, quotes I want to remember, stream of consciousness, just my notes app, but in a book. And then I stuck this picture from Pinterest on top. And a quote from Joan Didion. She had an essay on keeping notes in a notebook. And the quote is, "See enough and write it down, I tell myself. And then some morning when the world seems drained of wonder, someday when I'm going through the motions of doing what I'm supposed to do, which is right, on that bankrupt morning, I will simply open my notebook and there will all be a forgotten account with accumulated interest, paid passage back to the world out there. It all comes back. Remember what it is to me, to be me. That is always the point." And I've kept journals for years for that reason, to remember things and to check in with myself and see what my experience was like. And it's very deeply personal to everyone, how you journal, what you journal about, your ecosystem. But I thought that this quote was really lovely and a way to remember why I'm doing what I'm doing. So I stuck it on the front. This is a dotted grid. And then here I have a sketchbook as well because I wanted to draw more. I used to draw a lot when I was younger. And then I didn't for a really long time and I just wanted to relearn some things and get back into it. So, sketchbook tour. Here is a cow. Okay. And then here's a little deer. And then here I started practicing my charcoal drawing again. And here I was also practicing charcoal drawing, and you can see why I have the paper in between. This is an orb. I'm just practicing like shadows and lights and how impressionistic I want to be. And then I got oil pastels and I started practicing with that, like the scratching into it and layering. That's water. And then here I got mountains and I kind of screwed them up, but I was just practicing the blendability of the crayons, and they're difficult to work with, I find. I think I prefer pencil, but it's been fun. So it's been really, really nice to reconnect to making art and little sketches and things and just spend my evening drawing and listening to an audiobook or something. whatever it may be, and catching thoughts in the moment, brainstorming with myself. And then I have this little, also another good pen. This is a 3-in-1 pen. So this has black ink, red ink, and a pencil. So if I'm on the go, I've got everything I need in one pen, which I think is pretty cool and fun to have with this little notebook. I'll do the art tour at some point on my channel, okay? Don't worry, you're gonna catch it. I'll show you the little deer, because I'm really proud of that one. In case you missed it. Here's a little baby deer. Okay. That was pencil, and then the rest was charcoal. Flying Tiger journals are legendary. Yeah, they are. I bet. Flying Tiger is so good. Oh, I miss walking into Flying Tiger. Don't forget to promote your Patreon. Yes, it's good that you remind me, because I originally logged onto YouTube to do a community post, and then I thought, let's go live. I revamped my Patreon for non-ASMR stuff. It's just a combination of my vlog channel posts and thoughts and photos and an occasional video. And it's just a little bit of a creative hub for me. And you can sign up for free, but you won't get much content. The BFF tier, the Cozy Club tier, it's like a digital tip jar, and you get some extra content here and there. But I have a BFF tier, and I only have 20 spots, and every month I'm going to send you physical mail. So if you want to receive a postcard or a letter from me, I'm gonna surprise you, and I also have to figure out international shipping. It's going to be letter format. If you want to receive something in your mailbox from me every month, sign up for that. There are only 7 spots left. The Patreon page is called Studio Fleur. I don't think it's in this description yet, because I didn't change my standard description things in my settings yet. I will put a link in the chat if you're interested. Okay, no pressure. Never any pressure to put money toward me at all. It's just a link in case you're interested. If you want to support me extra, I would love to see you there. We have a group chat where we can actually talk to each other. And it would be really fun, I think, to eventually do live calls or something where we can all hang out. But that's been something that's been giving me a lot of creative energy and inspiration. I really like connecting with you guys more. So, yeah, and I wanted to do something analog, so sending you something, it feels really cool. So I've been thinking a lot about what I want to do. I'll probably print out some pictures that I've taken of maybe local things or vacations or whatever, and you'll get a physical thing in your mail that you can look at or put in your journal, or maybe you can use the things to scrap with that. I don't know what you want to do. You can hang it above your bed. And I'll put a picture of myself in there so you can stare at that every day. Put it on your nightstand. I'm kidding, but I think it'll be a fun way to just send you a little something from me. So yeah. And then there's just a tier where it's just random posts here and there, and video, and etc. Yeah. So definitely, yeah, check out the group chat, check out the Patreon, check out the tiers. And yeah. Goodbye. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. It's been lovely having you here. Are you alright? Did your eye heal? Thank you for putting me to sleep every time. I don't know what you mean about my eyes. My eyes are okay. I'm alright. And I hope that you are alright as well. What's the time in the Netherlands? It's 7:30. many intense things. Just take it slow. So I'm gonna go in a little bit. But I did really enjoy talking about the journaling and everything. I think I would like to make a video at some point about my journal ecosystem. It probably won't be in ASMR, maybe it will. It's always kind of like, where do I want to put it? But I've had a lot of creative ideas for ASMR videos, which I'm really excited about, and working on meditations and etc. But I'm taking things slow, so content for me is gonna come sporadically, probably until I'm really back on my feet. But I'm glad that I've been feeling a little bit better, and it's been on and off, but yeah, I'm happy to be in good hands and working on it. I hope that you are doing well and taking good care of yourself, especially in these times. Wherever you live, I'm really thinking about you and sending you all my love. And I hope that you have, little things in your direct surroundings that give you a sense of control and comfort and a way to take your mind off of whatever you want your mind to be taken off of. Yeah, I also, these are blue light filter glasses, and I always have my screens on nighttime. They are never on the regular settings, because it's just, but yeah, I feel like 50 minutes now it's been enough, and I'm gonna go eat some yogurt. I want some dessert. We've got orange yogurt and cherry. I don't know what flavor I want. I think I'm gonna do cherry. And then I'm gonna journal, probably text a friend, and just wind down for the night. And yeah, thank you so much for hanging out again. It's good to be back here, and I will gladly see you in my next video or in my next live stream. Thank you guys so much. Here's a forehead kiss.